Welcome to the August 22nd meeting of the Mahopac Board of Education. Can I get a motion to open, please?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Please stand for the pledge. Okay, we'll get the meeting started with comments on agenda items. Do we have one? You have Stas. You want to come on down?
I think I got it to work. All right. Hello, President Savino, Superintendent Tona, members of the board. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to speak. I am here, of course, tonight as a resident, Stash Przmilski, 73 Tulip Road, lifelong resident of Mahopac, 3 kids in the school district, 1 graduate, 1 in the middle school, 1 in the high school. What I'm here tonight to comment on is the consent agenda, specifically the human resources section of the consent agenda. I know we're not allowed to discuss personnel matters, so please stop me if I'm moving into a territory that is not allowed. I'm not going to be discussing anyone by name. Included in tonight's consent agenda are appointments for club and activity advisors for the 23-24 school year. This is usually referred to as Appendix B postings because that's the section of the collective bargaining agreement that covers this. This year's Appendix B differs from the positions that were filled last year. 1 position has been cut and 2 have been added. I'm all for adding club and activity advisor positions. I feel that our extracurricular activities give students an opportunity to thrive and excel in areas they might not have the chance to during school hours. The removal of the 1 position, though, is why I'm here to comment right now. The high school marching band, it's an incredible group of students. The band has a rich history that goes back to the 70s. The staff here are dedicated to keeping that tradition strong. The marching band staff here consists of 4 positions, each with a well-defined role and responsibilities. There's director, assistant director, marching assistant, and color guard instructor. I'm not going to get into the roles that would take, the responsibilities that would take quite a while, but I do have some handouts that I can provide if you want to check that out later. This year, the marching assistant position has been removed. The rationale given was that the band is smaller than it used to be, so less staff is needed. I feel that's a flawed argument for several reasons. First, the band now has approximately 50 student members. It's hovered around that mark for at least the last 15 years. Sometimes a little more, sometimes a little less, but it's been pretty consistent. There is no sudden drop in the enrollment in the marching band this school year. And second, as I said earlier, each of the members of the marching band staff teaches a specific set of skills to the students. Those skills need to be taught whether there are 50 students in the band or 150 or 25. I don't feel that we should be using enrollment as a metric for this. For example, if I said to you, our basketball team only has 12 students, do you think they need 2 coaches? We would all say yes, they do need 2 coaches because that's what you have for a basketball team because those coaches are going to be doing different things. It's about what's best for our students. The removal of the marching assistant position will directly affect all the students in marching band as well as the remaining staff who now have to add the responsibilities of the marching assistant to their already full plates. I've had many discussions over the years with administrators regarding Appendix B positions. 2 new positions were added this year at the middle school, and like I said, that is fantastic. The story that's always been given, though, is the pie is only so big. If we want to add something, then we need to take something away. I ask, why can't we just make a bigger pie? Aren't our students worth it? I didn't come up here to speak expecting some kind of immediate change, but I do hope that this has shed some light on the importance of all of the members of our marching band staff. Thank you.
Thank you, Stas. I will now turn it over to Superintendent Tona for her report.
Thank you, President Savino. Good evening, everyone. First, on tonight's agenda, we have an appointment. I would like to welcome Lee Gaglione to our meeting this evening. Mrs. Gaglione, please stand. So Mrs. Gaglione, my recommendation is for her to be appointed as the assistant principal at Lakeview. So that's on tonight's agenda. Mrs. Gaglione has served as an ENL teacher, an ENL chairperson, and the building coordinator at Lakeview for many years, I believe 22 years in Mayapack, so that's quite a long time. So we're very excited about having Mrs. Gaglione in this position. We know she'll do a wonderful job, and I'm looking forward to seeing all the great things that the new team at Lakeview between Mrs. Blessing and Mrs. Gaglione will do in the year to come. Thank you. So also, Also on tonight's agenda, I'm recommending to the board that we participate in the Putnam County School Bus Stop Arm Enforcement Program. This will enhance the safety of our students and discourage drivers from passing school buses that are stopped for students to board or exit school buses. And we're very grateful for this partnership with Putnam County. Athletics practices began this week, so best of luck to our student athletes for a successful season. And looking at our capital project, it's been incredibly busy in all of our buildings this summer. We look forward to having double secure vestibules in every school for the opening of the school year in a very short amount of time. It's a little scary right now when you go in and out of the buildings to see the amount of work that's happening, but rest assured that all of the spaces that are needed for instruction will be ready, and any work that's not completed will be done on second shift, either after school or on weekends. We also have card swipe access for our staff. That's in progress. We're anticipating everyone online, probably late fall, early winter, with a pilot program at the high school and the fall school starting in September, so we can iron out the kinks for everyone and get everyone online at the same time, late fall. We already have substantial completion for our libraries, our new libraries at Austin Road and Fulmer Road. And the libraries in Lakeview and the middle school are in progress, and it truly is amazing to see the amount of work that's been done this summer, looking at what it looked like before, the beginning of the demolition, and where they are now. So we anticipate those libraries, the new ones at Lakeview and the middle school, to be online probably mid-year. And Austin Road and Fulmer Road, they're in the process of completing the finishing touches of getting books on the shelves, so that will be early fall. The bulk of the work this summer was at Lakeview and the middle school because they're phase 2B of the project, so that was the beginning of their project. We have new instructional spaces and spaces for support staff. Lakeview is getting a new playground. That was an ad, and that was recently approved by the New York State Education Department because that's the process we have to go through first. So as soon as we received that approval, the order went into the company, and we're anticipating a late fall installation based on when we can receive that new equipment. So we're very excited for the students at Lakeview to have a brand new playground. And at the high school, the track and field is in progress. We had 2 weeks of letting the new track cure, and they're anticipating starting tomorrow working on the track again. That curing period's over, and we're on track to be complete by the end of mid-September, so that we have a first home game scheduled for September 29th. So we're anticipating being ready for that. So a huge thank you to our Director of Facilities, Tim Walsh, and the entire buildings and ground staff, building custodians, for all of their work this summer. In addition to the capital work, Mr. Walsh's team has been installing new ceilings, lighting, paint throughout the district. They also support the capital work by moving things ahead of time, moving things back, cleaning up behind the vendors that are coming in, the contractors coming and doing the work. And the district office will be moving to the fall school, and that move is going to start next week, and it'll be complete by the end of September. So we are looking forward to having all of our district offices in one location over at the fall school. That will help us with communication, and will help the community with having one location to go to when they need to see any of the administrative team. And last, but certainly not least, we welcome the return of our students. Wednesday, September 6th is transition day. Our grade 6 and grade 9 students will report to school for a full day of orientation and team building exercises, and our kindergarten students will report that day, and they'll have a half day of school, and they will also get to experience life in the cafeteria. And then on Thursday, September 7th, all of our students will report to school. So enjoy the remaining days of the summer, and I look forward to seeing all of our students and the remainder of our staff very, very soon. Thank you.
Thank you, Superintendent Tona. I'm now going to turn it over to Senior Trustee Musafir for a donation.
Good evening, everyone. We have a donation from the Austin Road PTO. Resolve, the Board of Education hereby accepts a donation of $4,850 from the Austin Road PTO to be used for nursing services implemented during the 2023 day camp held at Austin Road Elementary School. Thank you to the Austin Road PTO.
Have a motion to accept the donation? Second? Discussion? All in favor? Aye. Thank you. All right, so can I get a motion to approve the vision statement, mission statement, and core values?
Motion to approve.
Second?
Second.
Discussion?
If I may, in support, I want to. Am I good? Okay, thank you. Yeah, so I thought this was a great vision statement and a great mission statement and listing our values for the Mahopac Central School District. I love how we discussed it as a board. It was a public meeting. We were bouncing ideas, a lot of wordsmithing, a lot of back and forth. But I think what's so important is, although it's just words now, these words are going to turn into action going forward for the future of our school district. And I trust and support Superintendent Tona and her team to make this vision and mission a reality. And something that's in there that I'm super excited about, I'm sure my board colleagues know, is the line that talks about practical life skills and preparing students for the real world. It's something I've been talking about for a long time, since I graduated, since I ran for the board, when I ran for re-election. And folks in our community agree, and they have shared the same concerns. And I'm just excited to see this school district move in that direction through its curriculum and programs to make this vision and mission a reality embedded with these values that we have listed here today. So we support a lot of this already in the school district, but I'm looking forward to seeing our superintendent's strategic plan and moving forward to make sure our students are prepared for the real world. So I'm going to be proudly voting aye tonight.
Thank you, Trustee McCracken. Anyone else? Okay, can I, all in favor? Aye. Okay, thank you. These will be posted on our website in the next couple days, so everybody can take a look and get a full understanding of some of the directions and the goals that we're looking at that Trustee McCracken spoke of. Can I get a motion to approve the board protocols for 23-24 school year, please? Second? Discussion? All in favor? Aye. These also will be posted to the website in the next couple of days. Okay. So we have, where are we? Did we miss that? We did miss that. Holy cow. I missed a big important part of the consent agenda. The consent agenda is the big part of it. We forgot to vote on that.
Yeah.
But before, we should vote on it first.
Me and Mr.
So can I get a motion to approve the consent agenda for tonight?
So moved.
Second? Discussion?
You're to the two trustees that knew we had to vote on it.
It was under the Chromebook, sorry.
Yep.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. In the consent agenda tonight, we have a new kindergarten teacher who is here tonight. Shannon Dolan, where are you? You want to stand up? Welcome. Thank you. And you'll be at Lakeview, correct? Yes. Awesome. Joining the kindergarten team at Lakeview. Outstanding. All right. The last thing we have is public comment. Do you have anybody registered to sign up? Ms. Baraka? Okay, we have nobody signed up for public comment, so with that, thank you all for attendance and those watching at home. We're excited to be back in the high school and looking forward to the start of the school year coming up. Lots of stuff going on, so if you haven't seen it, take a look around, and we will see you back here next month. Could I get a motion to close, please?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Thank you all and have a great night.